is Democratic Congressman Jerry Nadler. He has endorsed Hillary Clinton. Congressman, thanks so much for being here.
Pleasure.
People were worried yesterday. Voters, I mean, just regular viewers were worried when they saw her stumbling, getting into her van. Should her campaign have said a day earlier she has pneumonia?
Well, ideally they should have, but I think that in this day and age when everything about a candidate's health or anything else is exaggerated, they thought they could avoid doing that. Unfortunately, they couldn't. But the fact of the matter is, she's a generally healthy candidate and person. She has walking pneumonia, and she'll get over it. Were you
with her yesterday?
Yeah, till a little while before that. Yes.
How did she seem?
She seemed fine. I was standing near her at the memorial service. It was very hot and stifling. I could see someone feeling a little faint or something. I left because I had to go somewhere else just shortly before she did, so I didn't see the whole incident.
Someone in the picture of health could feel faint yesterday.
Yes.
I mean, and the punishing pace that these candidates keep up 24/7. I mean, it's incredible the stamina they have. But this video here was really troubling. I mean, watching her stumble a few times and seemingly almost fall to the ground.
Well, when you have pneumonia and you and it's very hot and you have heat, you can stumble.
Yeah.
That can happen.
It
doesn't mean there's anything significant about your health that's going to go on more than a few days.
Is it time for both candidates to release their full medical records so the voters really know for sure and don't have any sort of voter's remorse in November?
I think it's time for candidates to release more. Hillary has released considerably more medical records than Trump has. Trump's medical record was...
It wasn't a medical record. It was a letter from his doctor saying that he's...
But it was a joke. There was no real information in it. Hillary, you see her cholesterol level, all the standard things in these things.
I mean, Dr. Sanjay Gupta has described it as a two-page summary, but certainly not the full report.
I think it would serve everybody if both candidates released more, but you can't compare the two campaigns. She released a reasonable medical summary. He did not. She has shown her taxes. He has not. And so much of this campaign really should be about the fact that he hasn't released his taxes. What are his business relationships with Vladimir Putin and with the oligarchs in Russia? Has he paid taxes? How many people has he cheated? I mean, we know he cheats people all the time.
Well, his taxes won't reveal that.
Oh, they'll reveal a lot. I wonder what they would reveal. And the fact is, it has become standard that every presidential candidate releases taxes without doing that. And yeah, he says he's released financial disclosures. I do financial disclosures as a candidate and as a congressman. They don't show nearly as much as your taxes will.
Look, we ask for these things all the time. How do we compel the candidates to release more?
Well, you can't compel it. Only the voters can. Someone said that in the show a little while ago. Only the voters can. But I think far more important, frankly, than the health results, I mean, we have two relatively healthy candidates, I'm sure, is the tax returns. Because what would that reveal that we don't know?
Yeah. I know you visited 9/11 yesterday, as you were saying. You went to the site. What were your thoughts 15 years later?
Well, my thoughts were, what a waste. What a terrible thing, obviously. And I mean, the lower Manhattan has recovered. Twice as many people live there. It's economically booming. But the devastation on the people. And I also remember, I represent Ground Zero. And I worked very closely with Hillary when she was senator from New York in getting the $20 billion in funding for recovery and other things, and in trying to deal with the health impacts. And here, people don't even talk about it. It was the Bush administration and Mayor Giuliani who were telling people it is safe to go back to work when some of us were screaming, don't go back to work, don't send your kids to Stuyvesant High School, you're going to get sick, move Wall Street. We were saying that. It was obvious that the toxins were all over the place. And thousands of people are sick today and will die because the Bush administration, Christie Todd Whitman, and Mayor Giuliani told people it is safe when all the data said it wasn't safe.
And I know that you're fighting for the 9/11 Health and Compensation Act to be reauthorized. What will that do?
Well, it was reauthorized last year. We got it reauthorized. That provides two things. It provides health benefits, health care under a central health thing that specializes in all the diseases from 9/11 for all the first responders and the survivors. That is, people who live there, who live downtown or work downtown or go to school downtown or happen to be there. And secondly, it provides for Victims' Compensation Fund. It reopened the Victims' Compensation
And doesn't it need to be reauthorized in December or no?
No, we reauthorized it last December.
Okay.
It's reauthorized for 75 years for the health benefits and 5 years for the victims' compensation. So we may have to revisit it in 5 years.
There you go. Congressman Jerry Nadler, thanks so much for being here.
Yeah,
Let's go to
pleasure.
Chris.